Hey, I'm Jeff.
I'm Lee.
I'm Stu.
We're No Devotion. So much has happened since 2015. Obviously, Permanence, our debut, fell out of print dramatically, as the label collapsed. And, I think we thought about, should it just be a one record and we're done?
100%. Yeah, that was kind of the thought for a while. It was like, let's just go out on top.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really short but vibrant, time as a band. Winning album of the year in the UK from Kerrang after the record had already gone out of print was like such a strange story that it almost seemed like, well, maybe that's it,
Yeah, it seemed like a compelling end.
Yeah. And then how did it get started up again?
About a year later, wasn't it?
About a year later.
I definitely started writing some stuff.
Yeah.
I remember sending some demos over.
We started chatting a bit, the three of us at least did.
Yeah. And there was just lots of ideas floating around, and it was obvious that it wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
We still had a lot left to say. During that time, we did unfortunately lose Jamie and Mike.
Yep.
But
yeah, when we launched Permanence, we were a 6-piece.
Yeah.
Now we're a 3-piece, so it's quite a change.
Yeah.
Well, I think we didn't know if this was still going to be No Devotion or not.
Yeah.
And I think Stu sent me, I think the first thing that I really remember from this record, Stu sent me a demo of a part, and that part became Starlings.
Yeah, it was like an 8-bar loop or something.
Yeah, and I was just so, I was so in love with that part that I just started thinking about it, started writing to it. I would play it when I was in cab rides. If it was raining, I would always put it on, and it gave me a really strong sense of a feeling of a place. Yeah, I think that was kind of the very beginning of the record. And then what was the first thing that you sent that we used? Was it
It was either In a Broken Land or maybe Love Songs.
Maybe Endless Desires?
Yeah, I think it was. And I think we all got together, right? And that's when I think that's what happened, is we got together and that one just started to pop. And Endless Desire started as a totally different song. It was about twice as fast, is what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
It's probably not that different, but to me it felt so much faster. And so we slowed it down, and it really started to become a different genre song when it was slower a little bit, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then we had two really different sides to the record. Sort of darkest, most morose, and then something a little brighter and more beautiful, more overtly beautiful. Immediately you could hear all the stuff that we had been through, even since the first one came out. And I think this one is more of it's a lot heavier. It's a lot the first one we were kind of defining what we wanted the band to be, and this one we started breaking that down. And
this one is definitely more reflects the state of mind we were in, I think, when we were writing it. For sure, it's a lot darker.
Yeah, I think the first one was a bit aspirational.
Yeah.
It was we want to feel like this. We want to have some big, bright, moments, and and this one's a little truer to this state of mind.
Also, a lot of songs on the first one were written over a long period, right? Much longer period.
Yeah. With this one, we didn't really have a template at all, so we could just dig into what really resonated with us more. Well, at least with me. It was. I feel like the last record, Grand Central, kind of started this record off for me. Where it was less structure and more kind of moments and more about capturing vibes. Yeah, really. It's whereas in other bands I've been in and we've been in, it's sometimes been more about keeping things a little more compact, and easy to understand.
The first record, I felt I had to define myself away from Jeff Thursday.
Exactly, yeah.
And become this other singer that could sing in No Devotion. And this time I let that slip and became more a natural version of myself. It's I'm not the singer from Thursday in this. I'm also not self-consciously not the singer of Thursday in this.
Yeah.
It's just it's very reflective of who I am on a much deeper level. And probably for me, in the last decade, at least, this is like the truest expression of who I am as a musician, and I think that's really, I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, we're really comfortable in our skin on this one. I think you can tell. You know, it's a pretty self-indulgent record, but not in a way that I think is, that's such a like a loaded thing to say, self-indulgence, you know? But
I don't find it self-indulgent. I don't really find like out of place solos or
that's right.
like
I mean, that's what
vocal
defines
runs
that.
where I'm going to show you how amazing I can sing. Like there's nothing even close to out of my range on this record. You know what I mean? It's very very lived in, and but it also isn't like, you know, it's got to be a 2-minute banger. It's got to be this. It's got, you know, like there are a lot of rules that I think popular music at the moment, you know, feels like it needs to fall into, and this record's really, it doesn't pay attention to a lot of rules, and I think that's it's not even like a rebellious streak or anything. It's just sort of like, at this point, we trust ourselves without the guidelines, you know, to just kind of like make something that'll work.
Yeah.